Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Walk and Talk from Laughing Place, coming to you today live from the Disneyland Resort. I am Doobie Mosley in the studio. The guy in the field is Mike Celestino. How you doing, Mike?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm okay. We are going to walk at least one park today. I'm not sure if we're going to do two. Halloween time has begun at the Disneyland Resort. So, and we are beginning at, looks like Tiana's Bayou Adventure. How's it looking there?
Yeah, it's still under construction. A lot of scaffolding up. There's an interesting kind of wooden slide going down the drop. I wonder if they're just using that for to drop debris down the slide to collect at the bottom, or I'm not sure. But the drop itself is below that.
Right. That would seem logical, just to get stuff out of there. I think it also can be used as a way for the construction crew to have something to do on their break time.
Yeah. They just turn the hose on down there and they get a lot of splinters.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
cool.
It is the opening day of HalloweenTime, which is why we're here today. There goes the Mark Twain riverboat. But we have some Halloween merch here at the Briar Patch. It is still the Briar Patch.
Got it. You got the one. Now you're on the hook.
Any of the Halloween merch strike was pretty cool.
We got some Mickey ears, jack-o'-lantern ears, the Minnie as a vampire bat ears. You got Mickey pumpkin bubble wand, some light up necklaces, Dia de Muertos ears. I know that, so I haven't been in here since I saw this, but I know they took out the Splash Mountain characters and they've replaced them with, there's an owl there, and then above the register is a bear. And I'm being pointed out another bear above the door over there.
Mike has help today.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're over in this section of the park, because with the Haunted Mansion announcement earlier this week, I'd love to just kind of point towards the exit of the Haunted Mansion. We can see where that shop is going to be.
Yeah, we'll go right there right now.
If you missed it, they announced that Haunted Mansion is going to get a pretty good theming, refurb other than the attraction itself.
No longer haunted, just mansion.
Yeah, just mansion. Yeah, no, it's going to remain the same. It's not being based on the movie, but they're going to be adding a shop near the exit, and they're going to be totally redoing the queue and even redoing the area where the fountain is now. So it looks really nice when they give that kind of care to an attraction, that's coming up on 45 years old. And
55.
55, Mike, I was born 2 years after the attraction, so don't call me out like that.
And there's the front view of Splash, or Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Old habits die hard. So excited for this. They're putting so much time and energy into this. I feel it's going to really feel like a completely different ride, not just like a retheme.
And here's where that gift shop is going to go. There has been a gift shop here for a while, but it's just kind of a kiosk. So they're going to build a permanent structure right here.
Hang there for a second. Let me see if I can pull up the concept art for that. Should have had that ready. I apologize.
Sure, no problem. I ate lunch right before the stream, so I'm not hangry in any way.
Mike's in a good mood today, folks. If you have any requests, this is the time. All right, let me present, share screen right there. So right in that area, the exit to the mansion. There's like looks like maybe a backstage door right next to it or something. But anyway, here's the concept art for it. And you can compare that to what Mike's looking at right now.
Yeah, so let's see if I can get to a similar viewpoint here. Let's see. I want to bump into anybody.
Please don't.
Yeah, that's roughly where we're looking.
I'm going to take the art down, get a look right there. And the art back up.
So this is where you come out of the ride from that crypt right there.
So it looks like they're going to be replacing some carts. I know when. Oops, don't want to see that. I know when the queue for Splash would get very, very, very long, it would come back this far, but typically it didn't. Yeah, pretty exciting stuff.
I was wondering what's going to happen with that nice little seating area that's back behind that gift shop cart thing. If that'll still be there, if that'll become backstage or what.
Yeah, that's a good question. Good question. And this shop is going to be based on Madame Leota. And again, no indications that anything that's being done is related to the recent movie.
Right.
So as Kyle Burbank points out, they're going to replace merch with merch. Temporary merch with permanent merch. Totally different.
No
and
Danny DeVito.
As we walk through, we can also see, wow, haven't seen that in a while. See what the front.
Yes. So it is also opening day of Haunted Mansion Holiday 2023. Have not gone on it yet. Have not seen the new gingerbread house yet. We'll do that later in the day.
Right. So they said they're going to be doing some work, major work on the queue, which is right now just a big hot area to stand.
Yeah. So, do you know how much of this is going to be replaced?
So let me show you. You have a good eye. You're a former filmmaker.
Okay. I've looked at the concept art, but I couldn't quite tell like how far into this area they're going.
Sorry.
What's that?
Sorry about that. Okay. What do you think? So it looks like you can see the bandstand for Tiana's Bayou Adventure in the angle.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helps at all.
I'm not sure if I can tell exactly what's going to happen, but
neither can I.
So right now, interestingly, they have the standby queue going through the old Fast Pass distribution area back there, which I hadn't seen in a bit. I haven't been back there in a bit. But I guess it's because it's a big day. You know, everybody wants to go on Haunted Mansion Holiday opening day.
Yes. In fact, do they have the queue length listed there?
Yeah, so it's listed right now at 55 minutes in honor of Disneyland's opening year. And coming up here is the other big news that kind of broke yesterday.
Yes.
Well, first of all, as we pass by here, we've got new popcorn buckets. There's Nightmare Before Christmas Mayor's car for $29.75. This 01 they've had before was $29.50. But here's the it was up here earlier. There it is. You can see them right there.
That's cool. I like that.
Oh yeah, here it is. You can take a look.
Shock and barrel. Looking at the wait times, the park seems not too bad today. Not as bad as I would have thought first day of Halloween.
So let's see. What's the opening date of Tiana's Palace? It's next week, right? It's like less than a week from now.
Less than a week. I'm pretty sure it's September 7th.
So as we wait for that, they have already opened up the mint julep bar here, which is where you go to get your beignets. Everybody loves these beignets. They buy the little paper sack, they shake it up, all the sugar gets all over the place. If you've ever eaten at the French market before, all the tables had sugar all over them.
And this is also where you get the mint julep, the classic non-alcoholic mint julep that bears no resemblance to the real version. Are you a fan of these?
I gotta say, I don't think I've ever even tried it. Just the name turns me off because I don't like mint.
I feel like we need a live tasting of Mike having a mint julep.
Oh, here's one of the new. Is this a tumbler? Yeah, Halloween tumbler. Boogie, and Jack and Sally. That's $13.49. There's a Mickey Glow Cube, pumpkin glow cube for $6.19, and Lock, Shock, and Barrel straw clip $7.99 at the mint julep bar. And we'll be back here. Well, I'll be back here. The Royal We will be back here next week to see Tiana's Palace.
Very excited for that. I really am. My wife has been able to try a lot of the food at an event they had and really raved about it. So I'm excited for Tiana to have a permanent presence in the parks other than the shop, which we're about to pass. And then that door on the right.
This?
Yeah.
Club 33.
I hear that's a nice place to visit. Have you been there?
I've never stepped foot inside.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
I'm shocked that Mike Celestino, world famous travel writer, has never been to Club 33 at Disneyland.
I'll tell this story. I think I've told this story at some point on Laughing Place, but I was at a media event at the previous website I worked for probably 6 years ago maybe, and we had like an hour to kill. It was me, and I had like a private media guide who was a cast member, like almost kind of like a plaid, guiding me through the park for the media event. And we had like an hour to kill, and she was like, well, is there anything that you want to do? I can pretty much get you anywhere in the park. We can just like walk on any ride. And I was like, well, I've never been inside Club 33, and I would like to see it. And she was like, no, I can't do that. That's the one thing. So yeah, I haven't seen it.
Have you been in Walt's apartment?
I have several times now, actually.
I've never been there. I've been to Club 33 several times, but never been in Walt's apartment.
Yeah, I've done a couple tours that included Walt's apartment. And we got to go out on like the veranda out there, which was new as of a year or two ago, that you could go out there on the tour. Here's where Jack and Sally are. Oops, I'm like cutting people off. Can you see them in there?
I can see them in there, and that big crowded queue on the left is to see them.
Yeah, so everybody here waiting in Norland Square is waiting to meet Jack and Sally. Their meet and greets. And next to the Pieces of 8 gift shop and the Port Royal gift shop. What's this? A visit from Halloween Town. Come see who it could be.
Don't ruin the surprise for these people who just got in on time.
surprises. I was in line because yesterday was the opening of Fransokyo Square, and there's a Baymax meet and greet, but half the time it's not Baymax, which, I mean, I know people like Hero, the character as well, but the disappointment on people's faces when they found out they were going to meet Hero instead of Baymax.
That is painful. I feel so bad for Hero.
I know. And people were doing that thing where they were like, you can go ahead of me because we're just like, so the line just started moving really quickly at that point. And I went and met Hero and got back around into the back of the line to meet Baymax.
How is that? So we've seen Halloween in New Orleans Square and gotten a look at Tiana. Where else is Halloween appearing in Disneyland?
In Disneyland, it's mostly we've got the Dia de Muertos representation in Frontierland over here. And then most of the Halloween stuff is going to be along Main Street, USA.
Let's check out Dia.
And in the hub, and then like Town Square. One of my favorite spots for Halloween time used to be the Big Thunder Ranch. They had some nice decorations there. That's no longer here, as you know.
The ranch. And now there's Galaxy's Edge, so you're even happier.
Right.
Have you ever ridden the canoes, Mike?
Yes. Remember I strapped a GoPro on my head?
Yes, I do remember that. Gideon rode those for the first time. Last time he was there. Loved them.
Yeah. I just like watching the cast members try to like beg people to do it on a hot day like today.
I was shocked they do not require life vests for the canoes.
That is an interesting point. I had never really thought of that.
But I also don't know how deep that water is. It could be 2 feet deep for all I know. So what are people queuing up for here?
Miguel from Coco is here. Interestingly, there's a different Miguel that you can meet in Disney California Adventure. The puppet version of Miguel is over there at Plaza de la Familia. But this one is the walk-around character. There he is.
That is probably the best looking non-authentic face character I've ever seen. I don't know how to properly word that.
Yeah, they did a good job with his face. I know what you mean.
I have a question. Is the Halloween tree still there? I'm not sure which tree you're referring to. Okay.
I know what they're talking about. There's some more Dia de Muertos decor. And then the Halloween tree is right across the path here.
So Nikki B, Halloween tree is coming up. If anyone watching has a question or something you'd like to see, that's why we're live. Let us know.
So you can see this tree has all different jack-o'-lanterns hanging from its branches, and orange and yellow lights. And then on this plaque right here, it says Disneyland Resort on the night of Halloween 2007. This stately oak officially became the Halloween tree, realizing famed author Ray Bradbury's dream of having his symbol for the holiday become a part of Disneyland. I don't know about this. Does Ray Bradbury have a story called the Halloween tree or something?
Good question. I don't know. I know he has a connection with Disney and, with Walt, but apparently he does. Tony, who I know is watching and knows everything, probably answer that very quickly. Yeah, he has a book called The Halloween Tree.
Okay, there you go. I don't know about that.
1972, which isn't that long ago.
Yep, Disneyland is older than that.
Is the shooting gallery free?
No.
I think it is in Florida, I think.
Here it costs 50 cents.
Just the fact it still exists makes me happy.
It is fun.
When Disneyland first opened, it shot real bullets. Not true, but it did shoot projectiles.
Like little BBs?
Yeah. Not real bullets. So, not just it shoot like little projectiles of some sort that actually made a dent.
Do you want to see the Halloween pins?
Yeah, sure.
What?
A little crowded in the pin shop. So we've got an assortment here. A Mickey jack-o'-lantern. Mickey as I guess he's a vampire. Doesn't have fangs though. Minnie is like a lady vampire, maybe. I don't know. Or are they? I'm not sure what they're supposed to be. Are they Haunted Mansion butler and maids? I don't know. Goofy. I can't tell what these costumes are supposed to be.
I don't know either.
Midnight Madness, this one says. Donald is definitely a vampire. And Chip and Dale are dressed as candy corn and scared of him. And then Pluto looks like a vampire. They're all vampires.
Pluto looks rabid. It'd be time to put Pluto down.
I hadn't seen this before. This is just like a... Oh, it's a jack-o'-lantern. That's weird. I thought it was just going to be like a classic Star Wars logo pin, but it's a Halloween.
What do you think of bringing Halloween into a Star Wars pin?
I don't know. I've seen everything else combined, so we might as well.
I hear a rumor that Thrawn is actually not going to make an appearance until season 2.
Oh my gosh, that would be a nightmare. We should mention the news that just broke before the stream. And this is one of the locations where, if you're a Magic Key holder, you can come and buy. You can buy anything, right? And you'll get a Magic Band. Yeah,
with any purchase at any number of places, you get a complimentary Magic Band Plus, and not just any Magic Band Plus, but a Magic Key themed Magic Band Plus. I'm betting that's what's about to happen at every single one of these transactions.
Yeah, I'm actually curious what it looks like. Oh, I see it. Maybe it's those back there. I don't know. I might come by and see if there's something I want to buy and see what the Magic Band is to get, even though I'm already wearing one.
They're free. You can get the jack-o'-lantern one, jack-o'-lantern Star Wars pin, and get a Magic Band Plus.
Yeah. Well, this might be it right here.
But guess that's it. It's up and ready to go.
Oh. Okay. Outside. Some Halloween stuff here at the Pioneer Mercantile Shop. Oh, this is a good place to look at Halloween merch, actually, because it's not too crowded.
Frightening.
That looks like Mike.
Hi, Lauren. Thanks for joining us. Oh, you love Princess and the Frog. We were just looking at all the Tiana stuff over in New Orleans Square, if you want to rewind and check that out.
So this design looks like it's on a lot of different merch. It was on one of those pins. It's on the Loungefly bag and the sign, and it's all over the Spirit jersey. More ears.
So many headbands.
I haven't seen the characters in their new outfits yet. but that will be a goal for a bit later.
Life goals.
Oh, sorry. It's like a new Haunted Mansion ears. The eyes from the wallpaper, I think, or
Yeah, I think so. The icons, Madame Leota there. Zero. So I guess is this more Haunted Mansion? Because that is Zero, right?
no,
it's
it's the
not?
bride of Constance Hatchaway, right? It's all classic. It's you got the Hatbox Ghost, the guy swinging from the chandelier, a butler and a maid, the guy coming out of the casket here, floating instruments. Stitch is dressed as a spider? Oh, yeah.
It's not that much of a stretch when you have 6 arms and legs.
Right.
Yes, Tony, I know spiders have 8.
What is this from? I don't recognize this hat.
I was going to say the hat in Harry Potter, but probably not.
No. At least I know that much.
If anybody knows what that is, let us know in the chat.
Is it a Hocus Pocus thing? I feel like that's the most likely.
Hey, we just had a Celestino sighting in the mirror.
Oh. Proof that it's me here, and not just somebody using a pre-recorded voice.
When it was first opened.
Okay, any other merchandise? Good to go on that?
I think we're good. Oh, we came out the other end, as we should have, but have you seen the treehouse today? How's it looking?
So there's scaffolding back up. You want to go look at it? We can. I don't mind going over there. Then we can walk out through Adventureland.
Let's do that.
Or I'll just walk there through Adventureland.
Have the Adventureland bathrooms reopened?
Yeah. That's definitely the case.
Tony may be having to come in here. I'm expecting someone, so I may have to drop out, but Tony's ready to take
Okay.
over.
Cool.
I don't know if that was him saying he needed me now, but here I am. It was radio silent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead and take over, Tony. Thanks, everybody. I gotta take off, but Tony will take it from here.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Dr. Tony. Anyway, sorry. Is the pinball machine still there?
Let's find out. Yes,
I don't think I've ever seen you so excited as when you discovered that pinball machine.
And guess what? I have yet to play it since it's been back. It's really just the possibility of playing it that made me excited.
Hey, Mike, I have something to tell you. I, too, have never been in Disneyland's Club 33, so I think everybody just needs to calm down a second.
Like Taylor Swift said, you need to calm down.
Is that what she said?
It's a song. Isn't that a song?
What X was that about?
Yeah, there's the indie pinball.
Now, has the Indiana Jones pinball machine received any kind of Halloween makeover?
No overlay, no fangs. I was saying earlier it would have been really funny. I would have really given them credit if they had a Halloween overlay for San Fransokyo Square on day 2.
On day 2?
Like it was only normal for one day.
Well, you said that there was new stuff already. What's new over there?
They added more banners. There were more Big Hero 6 banners, all like a handful of them. And I double checked. I was like, this doesn't look like this was. It didn't look familiar to me. And I double checked my photos from yesterday, and they weren't there.
You took so many photos yesterday. I put together a post with a lot of them, the bulk of them, and it is still uploading. That's how many photos you took yesterday.
Well,
Nikki B says she never knew about the pinball machine. So,
yeah, it was there for a long time, then it was gone for a long time, and now it's back. Well, this is the state of the Adventureland treehouse inspired by Walt Disney's Swiss Family Robinson.
Now, this is year 7 of the transition, if I remember right.
Right.
We're just joking. I think it was officially announced earlier this year.
Oh, gosh, I don't remember at this point when it was announced. I did think it was funny. Well, we'll take a look at the pumpkins, the jack-o'-lanterns surrounding.
Yeah.
Walt.
All right, that was my next question for you. But if we haven't seen it yet, then I'll leave it alone. Juby says San Fransokyo Square is like Epcot in that it's always in a state of becoming.
Or they were just a day behind in finishing it.
Well, because I was going through stuff, making your photo post earlier, and it said, and it celebrates Big Hero 6's defeating of Yokoi, if I said that right, the main villain from Big Hero 6. And I'm like, I don't really remember any banners or art alluding to that. So it was just like, yeah, we love Big Hero 6, but I guess could be argued that, yeah, they're celebrating. But
well, when I asked, if you watch the video of me meeting Hero, I asked him like what he thought of or how he was liking, because I wasn't sure how to approach it. Like, I was like, well, what do you think of San Fransokyo Square? And he, the way he talked about it, it sounded like in story he helped build it or he helped design it.
Okay.
I don't know if that adds anything to your what you were saying about it.
It adds more confusion.
Okay. I think he said something to the effect of like, we really worked hard on it.
Kyle wants to know if you found out if Baymax can speak other languages. I had just left you guys yesterday. If I remember right, he does in the movie for a second before he lands on English.
Okay. Well, I asked, as I was approaching Baymax, I asked the attendant, the cast member there, and he didn't know for sure, but he didn't think so. So I didn't take up very much of Baymax's time. There were a lot of people waiting.
Kyle's trying to call me out, but since our viewers can see it in the comments, I'll still say it. Tony called the land a food court.
That's about right.
Oh, thank you. So you agree. Thank you, Mike. Because I've always considered Pacific Wharf like the food hub of... I even said that in the post that is still uploading, and I said the plethora of dining locations in one spot or something like that. Denise points out, did you know that Big Hero 6 is a part of Marvel?
Yeah.
I did. And did you,
talked
Mike?
About that yesterday.
There's actually a fun story, depending on your vision of fun. When Marvel was acquired by Disney back in 2009, almost 14 years ago to the day, right now, a lot of different stories were pitched to Disney Animation in terms of like lesser known Marvel characters, and Big Hero 6 was the one that captured John Lasseter's attention as being the only one that had like heart to the story with the brother and everything like that. So, little tidbit. What are we looking at?
We're looking at the partner statue with Walt Disney holding Mickey Mouse's hand.
Now, each pumpkin represents a land, right?
Yeah, so I believe these are intended to represent a character from each land or a character represented in each land, of which Tarzan is no longer part. He's no longer part of Adventureland. I guess we're still in that transition period, so maybe it's forgivable. But by next year, I don't want to see this here, or it's get smashed. No,
or at that point, it's by Mike's standards unforgivable.
Unforgivable, because we got Jack Skellington has decked the halls of the Haunted Mansion.
Have you done that yet this year? Haunted Mansion Holiday?
I have not. I hadn't had time yet, but
is it open today?
It is. It is. Today's the first day. Yeah. Woody, I mean, arguable, but you do see him as a meet and greet character.
He's got a cowboy hat, so Frontierland.
Yeah. Winnie the Pooh obviously has an attraction in Critter Country.
Has it always been Pooh, or was it Brer Rabbit or one of them before?
I want to say these haven't changed since they first put them in.
Okay.
But I could be wrong about that. Tinkerbell from Peter Pan, Fantasyland, Roger Rabbit from Toontown.
Yes.
And
I thought they
lastly,
would replace that one with a patch of grass, but
or Chubby, and then Buzz Lightyear for
the
tomorrow.
angle you just looked at Buzz Lightyear made him look like he had a black eye. I don't know how
does
you did
kinda-
that, but it did.
Kind of
make
look
it.
like.
Go back to the Tarzan one for a second.
Okay, I gotta go around because
Oh,
they're
PhotoPass.
taking pics.
Big Tarzan fans getting a picture there. Oh, it was Jack Skellington. Never mind.
What?
Oh, because I was trying to figure out what they were taking a picture of with the pumpkin behind it.
Oh yeah. Okay,
I
but
thought
what
it
did
was
you want to
Tarzan.
see?
Oh, because Kyle says that's not Tarzan, that's Harrison Ford.
I don't get it.
I guess he thinks it looks like Indiana Jones or Harrison Ford.
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
guess maybe he's saying because Indiana Jones is still represented in
Adventureland.
Adventureland.
Is he still doing the meet and greets, or is it just the attraction now?
I mean, I honestly have only ever seen the Indy character roaming once on the first day that he showed up. I know he was out more than that, and then I saw him at the oh man, sorry, I'm a little tired. The Chalk Walk event, he was out at Adventureland, but other than that, I haven't seen him. I don't think he's intended to be around anymore because the summer is over.
Is Dial of Destiny still in theaters?
I don't think so. It just arrived on digital this past week. I watched it in the comfort of my own home.
Did that subtract from the experience at all for that film?
I actually think some of the effects, especially like the de-aging effects, work a little bit better on the smaller screen. So you're not, it's not big as day, and you're not analyzing every little crevice of his face.
So even to this day, it's so
I keep looking at these comments, and I go back to the one where Kyle calls me out. So Tony called the land a food court, and I picture him like a 5-year-old pointing at somebody and just going like, "Tony called the land a food court." It's Halloween time. Every time I read
Old
that, I
Navy.
say it with the Howdy Doody theme song. You're an old soul like me. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know it's Howdy Doody time, but
Yeah.
it makes me think of the Old Navy commercials. It's back to school time at Old Navy.
Kyle says, "How did I see that? My camera is off." So now, Plaza. I want to say Plaza Ponte, but that's a restaurant. Plaza Point is like the holiday store. Is there Halloween stuff in there?
Let's find out. I haven't been in there
Okay.
today. They bring us cheer to last all year. Looks like it's. Oh wait, there is some Halloween stuff. Yeah.
What do we got?
Ghouls Night Out. Napkin. Candy bowl, I think. Candles. And then there's actually a Dia de Muertos wreath here. Or, yeah, I guess Halloween-y or either one. With orange and purple. And
Or just if you like having a skull wreath.
yeah, skulls have light up purple eyes. Oh, and I like this ribbon. sort of a haunted mansion.
I'm gonna say this and face the backlash. What about that is Disney?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay.
So.
Because like you said, it looked Haunted Mansion-esque, but it wasn't the Haunted Mansion.
Right. But the answer is yes, Halloween is represented in... I was thinking maybe it's some of that. These are just creepy animal masks. I don't remember if those were there before. And the rest is Christmas time. Oh, how about these plates, Tony? You like this
Oh, that's
old
fun.
school animated Mickey? What's the name of that?
All four of them there? It looks like it's the Mad Doctor, but I can't tell.
I can't see what's on the other ones. They're all tied up.
On the tag, it looks like it has pictures of four of them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's the skeleton dance, and I can't tell what the last one is because the Mickey one, Mickey's not in the skeleton dance.
I remember that from when I was a kid. I don't know what the name of that short is. It's owl. It's an owl on a tree, and it's like there's like a black hand reaching for it. I don't know what that's from. There's a skeleton corkscrew. That's kind of fun.
It almost looks like they took they replaced the head, but it could have been the robot from Meet the Robinsons. Jack-o'-lantern mugs.
Yeah, and this is these kids are dressed up for Halloween now.
As flowers?
Different kind of flora. This is kind of like Jolly Green Giant almost.
Except 3 feet tall.
Yeah. Okay.
Doobie's saying this. I don't know why he's bringing it up. Hey, Tony, I hear you're getting married soon. Congratulations and good luck. Thank you, Doobie. I feel like you've known about that for over a year now. Actually, I don't know if I'm embarrassed to say or proud to say, the Laughing Place staff was among the first to know when I got engaged. So,
like before your family?
No, we made the phone calls.
Yeah.
But some of the Laughing Place team, including yourself, Mike, knew the day it happened, when it happened, and everything like that. So.
Well, I was there, so
I know that's why I'm saying, including yourself. I thought those pumpkins were stacked like Olaf, and I was about to have you climb a window and smack it down.
Oh no!
I mean, no, don't do that. Laughing Place does not condone those behaviors. If you love Olaf, you'll love Olaf Presents, now on Disney Plus. Now, did we already see the giant Mickey pumpkin on Main Street today?
Not in the stream.
Okay.
We started off in Critter Country, where I had eaten my lunch at Hungry Bear.
What'd you have?
I usually get a barbecue chicken salad and a side of French fries.
That oddly sounds refreshing. A barbecue chicken salad, yeah.
Yeah, and I get if I'm really tired, I'll get a sweet tea for a little caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
But I already had iced tea this morning, so I got a large Powerade, a blue Powerade.
Now, what's the Queen of Hearts doing there?
Oh, good question.
She's just walking around?
I guess so. Looks like she might be headed backstage. No.
Go ask her what she thinks of Fransokyo Square.
So here's the Mickey jack-o'-lantern.
Now I feel I light me up in the comments if you want. This might be as popular as the Christmas tree now. I feel like this is the one thing like people spot it coming down the road to the park. Like
right.
This is a huge deal now. It's this Mickey jack-o'-lantern.
So you already applied?
Do you think there are people now who are like waiting on the freeway to see that kind of thing coming down?
So, you would think so lately. I don't think there actually are, but with the amount and frequency in which I'm starting to see, saw this coming down the road tonight on Twitter or X or whatever, what have you, Instagram. I do feel like there's almost a team who like camps out at the on ramp.
Because I drive down here once or twice a week, and I've never seen anything like that. I don't think.
I live close to Disney World in Orlando, and the roads that access Walt Disney World and bring stuff in for them, and I don't see anything ever.
Yeah. Oh, here's Clarabelle Cal in her new Halloween outfit.
Oh, that's
She's
fun.
dressed like a spider, also.
So I came on early when the Stitch spider was there, but that was a plush. Is spiders the theme this year?
I don't know. We were trying to figure out what everybody was supposed to be.
Is it the anniversary year for Touchstone Pictures Arachnophobia?
We Tori and I just watched you know the movie Matinee?
Yeah. That movie is stupidly responsible for my fear of balcony seating in a theater, for the record.
Just speaking of John Goodman in the 80s or whenever that was released. But,
I want to say that was early 90s, but yeah.
Yeah. I love that movie, Matinee, when I was a kid. It's pretty good. Holds up, I think. I would say she's more of a spider web, though. I don't know.
Okay.
And she's got a spider on her.
Doing a twirl. She's posing. What Instagram blog or stream is that for?
I can't keep
Now,
track.
yesterday you saw a ton of streamers.
Yeah.
Are there as many there today doing what you did, doing in the back to back?
The thing about yesterday is they were all concentrated in one area. San Fransokyo was new yesterday, and today everybody is kind of diaspora because HalloweenTime is throughout both parks.
Yeah, that's true.
But here's Mickey in his new Halloween outfit.
Well,
which
let's have a look. I see a top hat. I'm already sold.
he's got like a pocket watch, a top hat, and a cape. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know if he's supposed to be anything specific. He's just kind of like generally Halloween-y.
A ghoulish train conductor. No, train conductors don't wear top hats.
Don't they?
Thank you, Kyle. Kyle goes. They wear a kind of like a hat, but not really a top hat. Kyle points out technically Arachnophobia was Hollywood Pictures, not Touchstone. Sorry.
Fair enough.
I know it was in the Disney canon somehow.
I should watch Arachnophobia again. Have like a John Goodman-a-thon.
Are you sticking with just Disney titles?
No.
Then you
Well,
have to get the Flintstones
we enjoy
in
the
there.
HBO original series, The Righteous Gemstones, which he is part of the cast for that.
Jungle Book 2.
Okay. So yeah, I got to come back through and get pics of these guys. We get a Star Wars medley happening right now.
On Main Street USA, because when I think of turn of the century Middle America, I think of the Galactic March or whatever it's called.
Imperial March.
Imperial March.
Oh, here's Minnie. Here's Minnie. You can see her just as she passes by.
Aw.
Hi, Minnie.
Hi, Minnie. Is she staging herself, or is she running away and took somebody with her? Now, this is the Disney 100 Years exhibit. For Halloween, is there like an extra focus on the Haunted Mansion or anything?
Well, they just got rid of that.
Oh, okay.
The 50th Haunted Mansion exhibit was the previous one in here, and that was in here for like 5 years. So I don't think so. So do you want to check?
We can risk it. I'm afraid of going in buildings with you sometimes.
Yeah, I know the signal might cut out.
Kyle wants to know if that was a TikTok dance. I'm guessing either the one Clarabelle did or Minnie did.
Oh. Oh, now this I hadn't seen before. When did this get installed?
And what is this?
It's Jamie Lee Curtis's costume from the Haunted Mansion movie.
Oh, okay. Stay tuned to laughingplace.com. We'll have more pictures and photos of this later on today.
I'm sure this has been here since the movie opened, and I just didn't know about it. But cool, nevertheless. I should swing through here more often, I guess.
Not the Steve Martin video, I'm guessing.
No, that's gone. You know what? It's possible that Rebecca might have covered that costume because she came to Disneyland a couple times when I was unavailable. Or she sometimes, like, if we have a food event that we're covering, Rebecca will do it because I can't eat any.
Oh, and this is where I lose you. We made it through the rest of the building, but in this little, it's probably because it's the bank, the former bank of Main Street. So it's a vault cutting your signal. But we're back. Hooray. Doobie says he's surprised you didn't seek that exhibit out as much as you loved the movie. How is the Star Wars still going on Main Street, USA?
Oh, there's the Queen of Hearts again.
What is she doing? I just feel like the Queen of Hearts isn't necessarily always on Main Street, USA, so it's a little surprising.
She's conducting.
Oh, I thought she made eye contact with you for a second. Now, how does the Queen of Hearts know this music?
She didn't indicate that she knew it.
Okay, it looked like she was moving her hand on beat.
Okay. Well, that's just, she's familiar with the concept of music.
As long as she's just saying off with their heads for playing Star Wars on Main Street, USA, I'm okay.
Can't argue with that response. The crowd loved it.
Well, because the crowds love live music, and absolutely not discrediting the performers in any way, just maybe their music selection. Now, I'm a little late to the game. Are we doing California Adventure at all?
We can if we want to. I mean, I spent the whole morning there, but I'm happy to go back if you want to see more Halloween type stuff.
Yeah, because Buena Vista Street usually gets decked out, much like Main Street USA.
We got that Headless Horseman over there and everything. So, yeah, we'll go back across.
Do you have to wait 7 minutes before we go across?
No, why would I have to do that?
Oh, okay, that's right. So I couldn't remember if it was 1 o'clock or 11 o'clock now.
No, park hopping is at 11 a.m. now. Yeah.
Okay.
I actually started my day in DCA at 11.
Oh, you just said that you were there this morning. If I listened and used context clues.
Not even context clues.
Yeah.
Textual clues.
Now here in Florida, we got the pumpkins that are carved up that says, see you real soon above the train station archway. Is there anything like that at Disneyland?
Not that I am aware of.
Doobie also wants to say that he loves so many vehicles on Main Street. They're all parked right now because of the band playing Star Wars on Main Street USA, so they couldn't move.
They're like, right after we do our Star Wars medley, you can come through. And then it's like 25 minutes later.
Yep. Each of those tracks is what, like 7 minutes? And they played them? I am looking for any kind of material. You cut across. Folks, we are live. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, conundrums, qualms, queries, be sure to let us know in the comments below.
Here's the other thing they got to get rid of.
Because there's not even a treehouse open. I think they announced that at the 50th anniversary back in 2005.
They announced they were going to take the poster out?
No, they announced a new treehouse is coming. I'm joking. That was just... A lot of people gave Tron a hard time because it took forever being a copy and paste. You name it, the Moana trail that's about to open at Epcot. To me, it's the treehouse that's really taking a lot longer than you would expect it to.
Yeah.
Is there anything fun in the floral here for Halloween?
It's just some different colored flowers, some oranges and yellows for Halloween time. And some bunting up on the train station.
We all are, Doobie.
Doobie is concerned. Hey, and speaking of Tiana, not that you were speaking of Tiana, but Doobie was speaking of Tiana earlier. She's right here.
She's not even close to New Orleans Square here, so you can't even say she's almost there. Doobie is a humble bragging. He not even humble. I have a picture with her in New Orleans. Isn't that her home?
So there's New Orleans Square, Liberty Square, San Fransokyo Square. Are there any other squares in the Disney parks?
I feel like there's a yes to that, but I can't think of it offhand. I mean, you can call Town Square on Main Street.
Oh, right. Town Square. Yeah. I think that counts.
I've always liked the goofy one of those.
Uh-huh. All right, we turn our attention away from Walt Disney's original Magic Kingdom and across the Esplanade to Disney California Adventure.
Now, what are the banners in the Esplanade right now? Are they just the HalloweenTime purple ones that are similar to what's always there? Or?
Yeah, same ones as last year. The cool thing about this is as you face California Adventure, they're all California Adventure theme. And if we go across and face Disneyland, the other side is Disneyland.
I've always liked that.
Yeah. So this one is a credit coaster with bats, then Cars Land with bats, and Buena Vista Street with bats.
I love bats. I love Halloween.
Grizzly Peak with bats. Pixar Pal Around with bats.
The best part is there are probably bats that live in Grizzly Peak.
Wait, wasn't that a thing in like Pirates of the Caribbean at Walt Disney World recently? They had bats in there.
I have heard that, yes. I know on the railroad at Disney World too, from personal experience, there were bats that would live in the tunnel by Pirates of the Caribbean, and also a lot of bees. So, and if you went through with the engine, it would tend to anger them because of all the smoke.
Anyway, soaring with bats. Also,
now is that a fun Halloween layover on the attraction? Fly with the bats,
right? And the usual Oogie Boogie silhouette.
Now I know it's a little bit different than it has been before, and I think they changed it last year.
Yeah, I want to say it's slightly bigger. I don't know. I think the green outline might be new. See, I'm trying to remember what the older one looked like. And then
Disney Caliph Pumpkin Nurnia Adventure.
turn around and they're all Disney. Oh, whoa! This was a mistake. I didn't catch that before.
Oh, the
Look what's
mini?
happening here. All Halloween except one mini. Actually, there's another mini down there. Mini Disney 100 got left over, and there's a Goofy on that side. What happened?
Maybe it's to say here at Disneyland we're still celebrating 100 years of wonder, even though tragically Wondrous Journeys is now done because it's getting into the Halloween fireworks show.
Yeah. So I'll have to get pics of that blunder a little later on.
Okay, as you go through, let's go ahead and do our usual, but let me find a fun video.
Just
Hold
gonna
on.
point at the ground here.
All right, we're just gonna play this oldie but goodie. Here we go.
Okay.
We're here. We're ready to ride Splash Mountain.
But no.
Bingo. I was told that we could be the first to ride Splash Mountain, and we're ready to go.
Well, it's not open yet. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry, you guys. You know, I don't know what happened.
It's too good. Let's go back. Oh, that's fun. At night, does that light up like the moon?
I think it does have lights on it. Not 100% on that. What I thought was funny about this is I don't think in years past we've had this extra little extension of Oogie's body.
Okay.
Coming down. I could be wrong on that as well. I'm sure it looks right when you're looking on it straight on, but it does look strange from the side. Yeah.
That's the one she's talking about?
I hear what you're saying, and I agree. It does look a little strange. He is the shadow on the moon at night, but he doesn't come off of the moon.
So yeah, bats is really the theme.
That's always kind of been the theme at California Adventure anyway.
Yeah.
We have recreations of those banners that we decorate our apartment with.
Nice.
For Halloween, which actually are probably going to go up this weekend.
Cool.
And then at night, there's purple lights everywhere that are just fantastic.
Agreed. I do like what they do with this park.
Now, as we go through and look at Halloween at the Disneyland Resort, remember that if you are interested in going to Disneyland Resort yourself, check out our friends at MEI Travel.
Yeah, good plug.
They'll set you all up.
The biggest bat of all above on the I'm trying to remember the name of the bridge.
It does have a name.
Hyperion Bridge, I think.
Is it the Hyperion Bridge?
Yeah.
That used to be a replica of the world famous San Francisco Bridge.
Yeah.
And the reason I say it like that is because if you go watch old promotional material from the park in the early 2000s, that's what they say because we're legally not allowed to call it the Golden Gate Bridge.
Right.
Now I have a question that's not Halloween related, Mike.
Yes, go ahead.
Have you seen any World of Color merchandise?
Ever?
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, ever.
I don't know.
Doobie says it's the Glendale Hyperion Bridge.
Glendale Hyperion Bridge, yeah. Which I drive under the real one every time I drive down to Disneyland because it goes over the 5 freeway.
Now that's a humble brag.
I don't know if it's a brag of any kind. And here's probably my favorite decoration at Halloween time at Disney California Adventure, the Headless Horseman statue here from Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Ichabod, Ichabod.
Nice sound effects. I actually think that might
scared
be
me
new
a
this
little.
year. I think
Yeah,
I may have accidentally activated that.
Oh, you have a Magic Band Plus? Well, there you go. You heard it here first. Expect photos and full video lineup on laughingplace.com later in the day.
My list is already very long for today.
I'm curious if it'll do anything else.
You mean like at nighttime?
No, just in general. Like if you walk up, think of it like if you're pressing a button on a toy. 8 different sayings. Like you walked by with a Magic Band Plus.
Trying to get it to activate again. It might need a bit to reset. Well, I'll try again later.
Unless the crows are part of it.
So we can, Cars Land has Halloween.
Let's do a quick walk through Cars Land and we'll wrap up.
There was a different sound. A horse whinny and a slower trot.
I suddenly want to play a very popular video game that takes place in the Old West. Yeah, let's check out Cars Land. I know that gets all set up for Honkin' Halloween. We might have to see how long the wait time is for Mater's Junkyard Jamboree, and then we'll call it good.
Did you ever play speaking of Red Dead Redemption,
I didn't say that. You said that.
They did a Halloween expansion for the first game where everybody was zombies.
I've only done the second, and I only really do it online, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
But
that was great, though. I loved that.
What is this photo op?
So this is, you know what's amazing? This morning, I have photo evidence of this.
Oh, yeah, and it had said 2021.
It said Oogie Boogie Bash 2021. And now they have corrected it in the time.
Mere hours later.
Yeah. That's incredible. I want to take credit for that. Can I take credit for that?
You have my permission.
There was one thing like that I know I definitely, I got confirmation that I definitely.
This is also straight from the top, full credit to Mike C.
Affected when they had spelled sneak peek wrong.
And that was the Onward preview.
It was
right?
Onward, yeah. I think it was at the Tomorrowland Theater. And they spelled it P-E-A-K, like a mountain, and not P-E-E-K, like a peak.
Speaking of mountain, let's look to your right real fast. And the water's on and everything. Now, I don't know about you. That's my favorite Disney mountain.
Yeah, I do like this mountain.
Maybe not so much the ride within, although it is a good ride, but the look is it for me.
I feel like if you didn't get wet, I would go on this way more often. That's probably like an obvious statement. But I do really like Grizzly River Run. I just don't want to walk around with wet socks.
In California, you guys have the fortunate ability of being able to dry after you get off if it's hot enough. In Florida, it's so humid you'll just stay wet and damp all day.
Right.
What is this music?
That's Avengers Campus bleeding in.
Are they playing Star Wars music over there too?
No Star Wars really at all in TCA.
I guess it doesn't fit the theme, yeah?
Right.
Interesting how that
There's
works.
no California in Star Wars.
I was listening to a podcast earlier, and I almost messaged you. It was the Conan O'Brien podcast, and they were talking about George Lucas and some other celebrity encounters with him, and how they pointed out Skywalker Ranch's proximity to fault lines and how it's on a safer side of a fault line. And George Lucas very stoically said, "You think we didn't plan it like that?"
We've probably talked about this before, but there's that interview with Seth Rogen where he talks about meeting George Lucas like in 2012.
Yeah, that's, I think, the same podcast I was listening to.
Okay.
That's funny.
And George Lucas was like completely convinced that
Yep.
the apocalypse would happen. Excuse me.
Happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Now, one thing I always remember about Halloween, and we'll talk more about it when we get to it, there is something in Cars Land that truly frightens you. Is there not, Mike?
Oh, yeah. We're going to see that in a bit. I got to actually take a drink of water, though, because I'm getting a dry throat here.
Because you know what lies ahead and how much it terrifies you.
Yeah, it is. Just the mere thought of it.
Now it sounds like they've already changed. I mean, it would be Halloween time without it. Mater's Junkyard Jamboree.
Yes. It's not Mater's Graveyard Jamboree.
Graveyard Jamboree. I knew I was saying it wrong. I knew it was Jamboree, but I forgot that it was Graveyard. Hello from Paris, hello from Orlando, and hello from Anaheim, Dennis.
Wow. Almost every corner of the world represented.
What's the wait time?
10 minutes.
I don't know about you, but I think we might have to go for a spin on the Jamboree.
You think so? All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. And then I have to always point out the hidden Mickey in here. Right here, 3 hubcaps.
As long as 2 of those hubcaps are 75% the size of the biggest hubcap, then it's a hidden Mickey. Okay, good.
They are indeed.
I just love that cue because it throws. I love the cue is a bad thing to kind of start stuttering on, but I like the detail in it that it's very much only from Mater's Tall Tales. So if you are unfamiliar with that, this cue makes no sense to all the references. Doobie is very excited because you're going for a spin.
This is probably the worst ride to do with the gimbal. It's like whipping back and forth.
Well, you know what, Mike? We're going to try it.
Okay.
One of the hardest times I've ever seen one of my best friends laugh was while we were loading for this ride in the normal season, not during Halloween time. And they were talking about how Mater was talking to a tractor friend, and he broke up with his girlfriend, and they broke up with a John Deere letter. I've never seen him laugh that hard before or since that day.
Wait, so that's actually part of the audio?
That was part of the audio.
Okay. Very clever joke. Very clever.
He used a John Deere letter. Ah! And I was like, and he was dying, dead on the floor laughing.
You have to know your farm equipment to get that joke.
And your outdated terminology for love letters. Yes.
It only appeals to elderly farmers and you and me.
And my friend. I also love that these songs are available on digital platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. Have you seen the viral video? And I'm pretty sure it's a TikTok, if I'm being honest, where it's like, I just came to ride Mater's, and then you see Spider-Man going in the background.
I have not seen that.
So it's like this music, and then I'm pretty sure it uses Katy Perry's California Girls to kind of mute it down for a second as Spider-Man's going overhead. I feel like somebody might have sent it to Doobie for a pocket pic, and he might have said, nah, I don't get it. Pumpkin's here, and they're sharing a pumpkin with us.
Hello, Pumpkin.
Doopy says, I still don't get it. It's kind of like hearing Star Wars music on Main Street USA. It kind of just pulls you from the moment.
But I mean, wouldn't that be true of any music that's not old-timey, like 1920s music?
True. I usually hear that, or Dapper Dan's. It'd be like if the Dapper Dan's came out and just, started like humming a cappella style Duel of the Fates. Like it would just be weird.
Sure.
For your safety, please remain seated with the seatbelt securely fastened and keep your hands, arms, feet, legs
And they had the
inside
little
the tray.
bell things.
Keep an
Yeah,
eye
no.
on your campers. These Halloween-loving tractors are ready for one wild jamboree.
It would be more weird if they mixed up the Imperial March with like Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'll give you that.
Part of Sioux Seguridad, Permanescence and Tados on Sioux Seateronis de Seguridad.
I thought one of the vehicles got loose, but it was just a stroller.
I also think it's genuinely funny how Larry the Cable Guy reads the Spanish language.
Oh, yes.
spiel.
Yes. 1,000 times again. This ride, for as simple as it is, technologically speaking, is fantastic. Because of stuff like that.
Sure.
And then I was talking with a good friend of mine, and he was talking like there's a similar ride featuring Baymax in Tokyo Disneyland.
Yeah.
And it has like this cult following because of the songs and because of just the energy of the people on that ride. And he's like, can you believe it? I can't believe that. I'm like, you've been to Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. Granted, it's not as big as that, but there's a following for this ride.
I want to say I used one of those songs in my Instagram post.
You did. I noticed that, yeah. The BAYMAX one. Yeah. A few years ago, we went to Dollywood, and there was a combine, and me and that same friend cranked up the song from the normal season operation of this attraction. Hey, big red combine! Hey, big red combine!
Oh, there's only one side going. This guy with blind.
Oh. So it will be a true 10. Sorry, everybody. Thanks for waiting with us.
I was distracted by thinking about the sight line here, where they just need another tree. But then you can't put one there because there's a door.
It's okay. Radiator Springs is right next to a Circuit City. That's all. I believe that was in the second film.
Must be a full moon. Please stay in your seats. We'll get this jamboree swinging again in no time.
Is there an issue?
Yeah, we got the audio message.
Do we? I get it now. Is it actually down, or is it?
I don't know. People are walking off.
Okay. Well, sorry, everybody. Do you want to head out then? Because we don't know how long this will be.
Let's just see what happens if they load the next group.
You heard that first, folks. Everybody, Mike just wants to ride Mater's Graveyard Jamboree.
Oh, I think Based on what I just saw, I think maybe somebody's hat fell off
Oh,
and shut down the ride.
are you wearing a hat, Mike?
I am.
We'll have to safely stow that for your round.
Okay.
Is it your Jungle Cruise hat?
No, I really should be wearing that because it keeps more sun off my neck and face. Halloween Town Vinyl. I'm just reading the to-do as it comes in.
Oh, okay. I was working on a magic keyhole to have exclusive access to a special magic key magic plus with a custom light up scheme that will be available at select Disneyland Resort locations. But then Doobie's like, hey, can you come help me? In time.
Permanescent sentados con sus cinturones de seguridad, Tiana Huscano, y mantienen sus manos.
Seguridad.
Dentro de sus correctos.
Oh, wow. Denise points out a fun story. Last time I was there, Luigi's ride went down for a while, and they had to remove a car manually that wasn't working. Now, my nerd brain just kicked in and said, which one was it? Because they're all Luigi's cousins, and they all have a different name and personality. Sorry.
What
Though
was
I
the
only
name
know a
of the
few of
car?
them. Yeah, who was it? There is a Tony, or is it Antony? It might be. I'm pretty sure it's Tony. It's some variant of Tony, but I'm pretty sure it's Tony. And it's red. And he has a little grill mustache.
Thank you.
Did you make it into the next one?
No, I am
No.
first in line for the following group.
These folks need to hold on to their hats.
Radiator.
Luigi's Frolicking Roadsters. I know there's also a Giuseppe, I think.
All the stereotypes, man.
Or those are just the ones I remember. For reasons.
Have you seen the Super Mario Brothers movie? The new one?
No, not yet. It is in my list on Peacock.
Okay. It's all right. It was actually better than I thought it was going to be.
It
We watched
did well enough in theaters. At a certain point, I got to a point where I'm like, I'll just wait. And I know I normally preach against that, but again, it was number one in the box office for a while.
You'll probably have the same issue that I had with the movie, which is it's just the music is a lot of like contemporary pop music, like needle drops. And all I was thinking is there's so many great memorable tracks from all the Mario games that could have used. So the music is my real problem with that movie. I thought the rest of it was fine.
I also forgot Luigi's gets a Halloween makeover.
Yes. Oh, that guy's got a Slave One backpack. I haven't seen that before.
To clarify, that is Boba Fett's ship.
This Boba Fett Starship backpack, excuse me.
Starship, yes. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I knew that what we were talking about.
Sorry? Oh, there's like a little button you can get for some Oh, happy birthday! I think we have.
There is a tone on that one. It's red and white, and its license plate number is 1211.
Sorry, say again, Tony.
There is a Tony from Carsoli on the Rollickin' Roadsters. Its vehicle, the license plate number is 1211, and it's red and white.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you're right. They all are stereotypical names. Salvatore, Lorenzo, Giovanni, Carlo, Angelo, Rosa, Pasquale, Sergio, Sofia, Vito, Tony, Elisabetta,
Vita.
Nicola,
Vito's
David,
great.
Gina, Lucia, Carmela, Carlotta, Francesca, and Isabella.
Well, I saw this thing driving down the street. It had a bunch of dents and its paint was beat. I started shaking and I said, that dumb. It looks like a purple fender bender. It was a wood beer, one more drive.
Purple fender bender. No, I don't listen to the Halloween soundtrack at Halloween. How often do you ride this ride normally, Mike?
More than you would think,
Okay, I'll take it.
which is still not very often. It's not my kind of ride. But we do go on it every once. Tori likes it. My wife likes it. I feel like when we have friends in town, we do it. When we bring people with kids, so we'll do it with them.
Okay, well, that just broke my heart because anybody should do it, regardless of whether they have their kids.
No, we've done it without kids. Also.
Okay.
Can you believe that? All right, grab all your junk and keep an eye out for that purple fender bender.
Have you done its Florida counterpart,
foolish motor.
alien swirling saucers?
I have not. I just actually did Slinky Dog Dash for the first time when I was in Florida. When was that? Like a month or two ago.
Yeah, it's like a month or two ago, yeah.
Why was I there? Oh, for Indiana Jones. It was
Yeah.
in like June.
Keep an eye on your little monster trucks. You never know what's lurking in my graveyard jamboree.
I'm gonna put on my seatbelt again.
Hola, a dodo. Por favor.
Taking off my
Por
hat, my
favor.
Disney Plus hat.
Was that one of the Disney Plus Day giveaways at the park?
I honestly don't recall where I got that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on. Thank you. All right, here we go. If you're curious, Tony, I'm in HHC-07. If you want to keep a record.
I put it in my notebook.
Can I hear the Avengers music from here?
Here we go, tractors, reach and mow, and hear the zombies matching groan. Bring it to the light, bring it to the light, my great
It's just fun to watch on a gimbal because it tries to like right itself.
Just realized I wasn't wearing the wrist strap.
Oh no. For those who have not been on this attraction or any kind like it, Mike is being whipped side to side right now.
Rest in peace.
Jamboree.
Exit on your right side of the junkyard, guys.
Will do.
Graveyard Jamboree. Be sure to grab
How was it, Mike?
It's fun. Really whips you around.
She liked it. You liked it?
Thank you.
I liked it, and I was just watching.
I know, I saw that. Thank you.
How's your gimbal? Is it all out of wonky?
No, it's good.
Okay.
Okay.
The original concept art for this attraction had a Mater animatronic where that little hut is there on your left, but I'm glad they didn't do that.
Why is that?
Because I feel like it would have been because he's on Radiator Springs Racers heavily,
Right.
but I feel like if that didn't function for whatever reason, this ride might go down more often than it should. I'm sure there's fail safes for that, like a curtain or something, kind of like Mr. Potato Head at Midway Mania. But I say as only one turntable's going.
Yeah. Oh, they've got the second one up now.
Oh, hooray!
Yeah.
Nathan says, "What's up, Doobie?"
And Nathan. I mean, what's up, Nathan?
What's up, Nathan? All right,
Yeah.
let's go see that one thing in Cars Land that truly terrifies you, and then we'll wrap up.
All right. Then I'll go back. I gotta remember. I should have asked you to take notes of all the things I said I had to go take pictures of.
The Madame Leota display in the gallery.
Yeah.
I'll write these to you later, or send them to you later. What I have is the Madame Leota in the gallery and the Magic Band statue interactivity.
Oh, right. Sorry.
And Kyle says corrected Oogie Boogie. Oh, yes, because of the 2021 one.
Oh, yeah. Good thinking. Except the background music doesn't really change in Cars Land for Halloween.
It doesn't?
I guess not, because it's just, I feel like this is Freeway of Love, right? It's pretty...
I mean, they could easily recover Shaboom into Shaboo.
So before we go over there, there's the spider made out of the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride vehicle over here.
What? Oh, I've seen that before, yeah.
And then we'll go to the thing that lives in my nightmare. Oh, wait, first here's the Lightning McQueen in his superhero Halloween costume.
Good job.
So fast, it's scary.
Oh, I hate that made me laugh that hard. Christopher Chavez says, "Hello, laughing place." Hello, Christopher.
So this car was alive and part of the car populace here in Radiator Springs, but got in a horrible accident, was wrapped around a tree, died, and comes back to life at night, where he emits noise from his stereo, and the eyes light up. Pretty
Now,
scary
is
stuff.
this a story written somewhere, Mike, or is this your own?
No, this
backstory?
is my headcanon. This is a zombie car.
And that's what keeps you up at night?
Yeah. I do really like the design of this stuff. Anything else?
That's it from the Honkin' Halloween at Disney California Adventures Halloween Time at the Disneyland Resort. My computer just decided to randomly open up a ton of menus. Hold on just a second while I get this off my screen. There we go. Oh, I shouldn't have had you look at that because we have to keep the gore to a minimum, Mike. We shouldn't have gone to that far around the tree. So
All right, that's Disney's fault then, because it's a family park.
All right, well, coming up on Laughing Place and Laughing Place YouTube. Stay tuned for all the stuff we saw, getting posts and stuff on laughingplace.com. But later tonight, we can take an inside look at this ongoings of what's happening with Laughing Place at 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 o'clock Eastern. I suspect that might have something to do with Halloween Horror Nights kicking off here in Orlando this evening as well. Tomorrow night, we have Disney Trivia Live hosted by Doobie and Gideon at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. And then next week, we won't be around on Monday because of the holiday. So regular stuff like Parks Talk Live will not be happening. But on Tuesday, we'll be back with Barely Necessities, our live Disney merchandise show, and another episode of Disney Trivia Live. So to get the best notifications on all of this kind of entertainment, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell. From Disney California Adventure and Halloween Time at the Disneyland Resort. So long, everybody.
Bye.